What's going on, y'all? So listen. Girl, so we are back again for another episode review of The Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 5, episode 8, Serving Up Betrayals, okay? So first it started off with a flash forward of what's to come. Now, I'm going to say this. We're about to get into the whole Candace and Monique beef. Y'all know I do like Monique, but I can call people out on their bullshit when I need to. So it's going to be completely unbiased and everything. So you ain't got to worry about that. Just y'all do the same, okay? Because if a bitch started, a bitch gonna get red. Candace started, that bitch gonna get red too. But we gonna start this off like this. After they showed us some of the stuff that's gonna be happening in the future, they go back a week earlier, and then we get Candace in the studio, and I'm hearing this beat. I'm like, okay, it sounds a little bit dated, not necessarily dated, like a little '90s tune that I probably will rock with. And then I hear the little beats, and I was like, okay, they up in it's giving me go-go feels and all that stuff. And then I don't know where this heart is or where it starts. I said, oh, who is this singing? I said, this is Candace. Now, on the other episode, I just said Candace can't sing, okay? To me, she cannot sing. She can hold a little tune or whatever, but she can't sing. But I will say, if I was to have heard that whole complete song that she did up in that studio, that sounded nice, okay? It sounded nice to my ears, you know what I'm saying? Maybe because it's the remix to her little song that she did for her husband. And it got the little go-go feel, and it do feels like a little old 90s joint, giving me Jay, giving me Brownstone, giving me a little bit of something like that, you know. Don't walk away, boy, don't walk away. Oh! Y'all don't know nothing about that. Some of y'all youngins, okay? Y'all need to get into it, all right? But anyway, so it was giving me that tease. I listen to the little shit, but she's in there having a little good time. She was talking about how Chris, was shopping her song around, to all these producers or whatever, and we finally got this producer that's, worked with Nas. I forgot his name, so forgive me, Nas and Faith Evans and all these people or whatever. And so, she was asking him how you feel about the song. He said he liked it better than the original. And I said, yes. Okay. Yes. Let's be honest, you know. And so she's focusing on that and also on the simple fact that, she wants to be around people that she actually is cool with. She is completely done with, according to her, she's completely done with Monique at this time. She feel like Monique is plastic. Truth be told, I feel as though Monique and Candace didn't have to be the way that they are now. And I feel like it's very unfortunate because when they were cool, I actually liked them when they were cool together. Like, I liked the little bond that they had or whatever because they was like the two youngest in the group and they connected for a little bit. And the way that they falling out and had this blow up the way it happened, it didn't have to happen like that. All it took was a real conversation and for both parties to be real with one another. And that was it. Baby, we get it. So, they setting up the stage for this big altercation that's about to happen probably towards the end of the episode. Okay. And then it's going to continue to next week. Y'all know how they do that to be continue shit. But anyway, so then we get into it with Ashley and Michael. This is the tea that we already knew. Baby, I'm sitting here like, I fucking knew it. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. Okay. So, we look at the gossip in the city. I used to follow them on Twitter, but that girl, I mean, she apologized, but she was clearly biased, and especially when the Nicki versus Cardi shit was going on, and it was just really, really annoying. I was like, you don't have to be so hard, but she came out and apologized for all of that, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, so they go out to dinner, and this is a public place so that they can have a conversation, because according to Ashley, she was like, I'm chilling in the house. Next thing you know, I get this text message from Monique. Did I get this text message from, Robin? They're sending me the same article that I saw as well, with Michael alleging that he had an affair with some girl or whatever. The video of him being out and being at the MGM and all this stuff and being with the girl talking to her. And then this picture of him in his underwear. And she was like, I know those underwears. I said, oh snap. Okay, so it's real. It's authentic. Okay. And so, she confronted him about it. And he said that what happened was, he went out with the guys. It was this girl, they was talking. Basically, she wanted them to come back up to the hotel room. They went to the MGM. He go up to the hotel room. They get in the cab to go to the hotel. They kissed in the cab or whatever. Next thing you know, he said he was so drunk he woke up and the girl was in his bed. He don't know what happened in between that. I said lies right then and there. He fucked that girl, and that's all just to it. Cause I'm not finna black out that girl. Please, okay. Listen, I can hold my liquor. Michael, you old enough to look like you can hold your liquor too, and that's the oldest excuse in the book when somebody cheating. I woke up and I didn't even know what happened. Girl, no, you had sex with that lady, okay, and then used the excuse of he tried to get up to see what time it was, and so she took it upon herself to take a picture of him, and send it to the blogs. Y'all just had sex, okay? That's all that it is. Michael just say that. And then Ashley put it out there, because she was pissed off. She didn't want to do this in front of the baby in their home, so they went to go do the little dinner or whatever in a public place. Ashley revealed to us, so, he was like, I should have told you. I should have told you what was going on, but I didn't want to, mess everything up or whatever. She was like, we have a unique arrangement already. I said, do tell. And she was like, it was a girl or whatever that I used to do some things with. She used to do some things with me, and I used to do some things with her. And I was like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. It's all arranged. That's why Ashley don't get pissed. Okay, and truth be told, she not really pissed about this either. She just playing it up for the camera. And her whole thing is, I don't want to do this stuff, okay? I don't want to do this no more. You supposed to have told me about this stuff before you do this. Is it true that you got a boyfriend and a wife or whatever? No, I never said that. All this stuff. So, she basically saying, if we do this again, because I'm not in it right now to do going around messing around with this person and that person while we together, I want to calm that down. You do it again, basically it's going to be over. If I get another situation like this, it's going to be over. He was like, girlfriend, no, it's not. Okay, it's too much built up in this. We got 3-month-old son and everything. You're not finna go nowhere. Okay, I'm not finna let this go. And at this point, Michael said, come here, could y'all cut the cameras? Listen, I didn't say it enough. I didn't put my business out there enough. I don't know what else. I said, Michael, calm down. Calm down. You offered this information. We didn't ask for it. So why you getting upset and all up in your chest because you lying? You lying. You know something else happened. Okay? But we gonna let you rock. He needed to give him a little beer, whatever. And I said, oh, Ashley, we already knew. So we get Monique, she talking about when she came on the show, she kept on talking about this Not for Lazy Mom podcast that she's been having. And so she's still on that whole thing. And, she's like, everything got so busy and she needs some space and she needs some time for herself. So she had to go get additional space, separate space from the house and all that stuff, whatever, cool. Because she got a staff now. She trying to do a live show. And, she's going to have some of the couples come through and say some things about their marriage, especially like Karen and Ray, because they've been married the longest. She did want Candace and Chris to come, but she don't know if Candace is going to pull out or whatever. And she said, I hope that she will be mature enough to come to some type of situation. Let me tell you something. Candace, I wouldn't blame your ass. Girl, let me tell you something, Monique. You will not try me like that. I will tell you this. You will not try me just because we in your home and we get and you don't know the tea or whatever because you want to be nosy and they didn't include your ass or whatever, and then you make the situation bigger than it needed to be because you got an issue with me and you want me to come on your podcast and speak and be all like we good or whatever. Bitch, I would have poured out too. Okay, so you got to understand us the situation. Okay, you have to read the room, Monique. But at the same time, I hope the girl do call her and let her know that she not coming and just not show up. Because then I would be pissed if I was Monique. Okay, don't have me thinking that you coming, but you don't, show up at all and you don't let me know. And she said this gonna be a live show, and she's worried about trying to get this going because she had to take some time off. She was very consistent in the beginning, but then she got pregnant. She had to take some time off, and it shows in the sales of the tickets. Girl, she asked that lady how many tickets we sold. She said we sold 20 tickets out of 300. I said, and the show was supposed to be in 3 weeks. Girl, the little white lady sitting next to her was like, "Can you do a giveaway or something and get some things free or whatever?" She was like, "But I always do that. I'm trying to make a profit or whatever." I said, "Monique, girl, what's happening?" When did you put the memo out? Okay, like, you mean to tell me that you of all people being on this show could not sell 300 tickets? But maybe you just put the thing out there and it just so happened. So I'm gonna give you a pause. I'm gonna give you a pause because shit like that happens. I don't know if y'all remember seeing that on social media. That girl, it was going around on Twitter and Instagram or whatever. It was this girl that was like this big influencer, had millions of followers, you know, and she put out a little clothing line and it flopped. It didn't sell anything. You know what I'm saying? So, shit like that happens. So whatever. So she got to deal with that. She want to recoup her money. She got staff to pay for, overhead, all that stuff. Meanwhile, Giselle, I don't know, maybe because I'm tired, but I will say Giselle little getup that she had on, especially them glasses or whatever, I liked everything that she had on. I said, okay, you looking decent today, girlfriend. You got that together. You don't look tacky or whatever. The color, the burgundy, the black, the little clear glasses, it was looking. I was like, yeah, you was giving a little bit. She at the little furniture store trying to get some decor. Now after I give her prop on her little outfit that she had on going to the furniture store, she fucked that up when she said that, she got great taste in decor in her home and stuff. Baby girl, no you don't. It's tacky as hell, but it's yours. So, you own it. It's fine. It's whatever you want to do. Okay? So she want to get ready to do the west wing of her home. So she's looking around, waiting on Robin to show up. Of course, Robin shows up. Robin has to give her the tea about what happened. Congratulate her on her little literary award. But also let her know what happened when she left. Girl, Monique blew that shit up about the whole Candace situation and the Ashley situation and everything. And it was just a mess. And, I just can't see Monique's side on this. She tried to say that last week episode tried to make it seem like the editing made her seem bad. They edited out to make her seem bad and a bad person. No, though you gave her the material. Okay, you blew that situation up for what? Because you didn't know. Okay, they was being respectful out of respect to Ashley, and you just blew it up out of proportion because you was not fucking with Candace. That's all that it is. Okay? And Giselle said the same thing. That's basically what it is. And she want to bring the girls together to a winery so that they can just come together and be cool. And then they started talking about the Ashley situation, what is going on with Ashley, and Michael, did you send does she know about what happened and everything? She was like, Robin said, listen, girl. So I'm talking to Sharice about the whole thing, right? And I'm thinking like, Lamb, let me go ahead and send her this article. I'm thinking I'm sending her the article, and girl, I fucked around and sent it to Ashley. So I had to follow that up with, so what you want us to do with this? Okay? So, Giselle, like, if I got 40 DMs about this, I'm pretty sure she got over 100. So this is why, they finna do this whole thing to just calm everything down and see where everybody's at this point. I was like, girl, all right, this is where shit goes left. Okay? So we got Wendy and Eddie taking little cruise to a martial arts class. And basically she's having this conversation with her husband because she doesn't know what she wants to do at this point. She's stuck. Her maternity leave from Johns Hopkins University, where she's a professor, is coming up shortly to an end. And, she was like, she's gonna miss being on maternity leave because it gave her time to be with her kids, and it gave her time to be a political commentator. And, she's gonna miss the both of them, the time that she was spending with them. And so now her dilemma is, do she really want to go back to teaching? Is she's going to be feeling fulfilled from that? Because, if she doesn't, it's like the things that her mother, because she's doing, it's almost like she's doing this for her mother because she is from a Nigerian family, and a lot of these African families, well, I'm not going to say a lot, because what we have put out, especially with the Nigerians, and I've seen this, and if you watch the Yvonne Orji little comedy special, she's touched on this too, about the parents either wanting you to be an engineer, a doctor, or a teacher, a lawyer, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And, she feels a way if she doesn't go back, that her mother sacrificed this is for her mother, and she kind of gonna let her mom down, all her hard work or whatever. So she got to figure out what it is that she wants to do, so she's in that dilemma. Then we got Monique taking a walk with baby Carter and you know, Chris, and she's telling him about everything that's going on. Baby, she just spent almost $200,000 on this not for lazy mom business or whatever. And he telling her, with all this stuff that's going on and you not meeting the demands of what you want, the demand is not there right now. The 20 tickets that's been sold out of 300, maybe you need to cut back some, and so that you can recoup some of this cost. Okay, you need to cut back a little bit. Monique ain't really trying to hit that, because at this point she's like, just because I didn't give birth to this baby out of my vagina, it's still my baby. You know what I'm saying? We get that, but you're not gonna have a baby. Your baby is gonna go away if you can't support it and nobody else is. If you're the only one that's supporting it and nobody else is, if you don't change some things around, he's not telling you to get rid of it. He's telling you to just shuffle some stuff around so that things can make sense financially. And then she gets in her feelings because of the fact that Candace did send her a text message and say that she won't be able to attend the podcast, and she's in her feelings because she feels she's being unprofessional because I didn't print out all these flyers and I put her face on there, and so therefore I gotta go reprint this stuff and all this shit. Woo woo woo. Truth be told, things happen, okay, but we understand the reason why Candace didn't show up. But for her to get so upset, I understand it costs money, but sometimes unforeseen occurrences happen, but we know that that's not the case here. But in a way, it is. I mean, you contributed to it. You really expected her to come over there? Like, that's the thing about these shows. Like, they really be trying to step away from reality, because in reality was reality on these shows. Why would you expect her to still show up after y'all got into it the way that y'all got into it and y'all never discussed anything? I mean, sometimes people can rise above it and just put it to the side and just go ahead and play it off. But that's some fake shit, okay? And, ain't no girl, okay, if you feel that way, you feel that way. You better be glad. At this point, I'm just like, be glad that she sent you a text message before time, okay? And didn't just not show up. Then you want to throw shots talking about it's talking about the honeymoon is over and she ain't even going on honeymoon. Okay, Monique. Monique, girl. All right. You look good, though. You look good. Maybe that's why I like her, because she look good. Girl, anyway, shut the fuck up, Ashley. I just done spilled my tea. Goddamn, okay. Robin goes over to her parents' house and basically tell them that, she wants to get a new house with Juan, but in order to get a new house, she feels like they should be married first, okay? Girl, this shit raggedy. It's bothering my spirit, okay? Ugh. Anyway, she was like, shouldn't we be married or whatever? So, of course, the mom is all here for it. The dad just wants them to be able to talk things out and address issues that they have to address. And Robin even suggests maybe they should go to counseling, because they never went to like premarital counseling or anything before they got married the first time. So that's all that was going on with them. Okay. Then Ashley and her mother and her younger sister from her mother's partner that she doesn't get along with, they go out shopping for dresses or whatever for the little girl homecoming. And of course, mama had to address the situation too. She disgusted about everything that's going on. She's angry. She's like, Michael got everything. He putting you through this, okay? Let him know that he can lose your ass. That's basically what mama was saying. And Ashley had to reassure her mama and say, listen, I am not afraid to leave Michael. I left him before. This is like the second, third offense. And at this point, he already know that this is the last. And I said, oh, really? Y'all pregnant now, so you ain't going nowhere. So it's time for the girls to meet up at the winery. We got Giselle meeting up there first because it's her thing, celebrating her literary award. Still don't understand how she won it. I need to read the book. Because I don't want to talk down on it and I didn't read the book. So I'm gonna see if it's at my job tomorrow. So Monique shows up next. Well, Robin shows up, then Monique, and then Karen shows up, and then Ashley, not Ashley, but Wendy and Candace show up together. Monique and confessional throwing shots or whatever, saying, listen, she won an award for a book about her cheating husband when they was in the church, and now she's back with that cheater, and we gotta see what's gonna be. Is it gonna be a part two? I was like, I'll read the shit. Now I do want to read the shit for real, for real. And so when Candace and Wendy show up, Monique and Candace do they little fake hug, but then Candace like, what is going on? We are not friends. Okay, I am here for my real friend. But they're waiting on Ashley to show up. They doing a little wine tasting. Karen throwing shots in the confessional, talking about how boring this is and how much of a bad host Giselle is. She could have Skyped me for all of this stuff. And so when Ashley do show up, she tried to make it seem like once again everything is okay, and she throws in there, she's not really drinking because she's trying to conceive. She don't know if she might be pregnant. And they like, girl, what? Forever being a politician, trying to flip the situation to make it seem like a negative situation is a positive one. And so they get into everything because Giselle was like, so everything is all right in Michael's world. And she was like, yeah, I mean, I talked to him about it. He said what was up, and it is true. That was him in that picture. He said that he invited a stripper, or a stripper invited him to the hotel. He went to the hotel, got so drunk he passed out, laid down, didn't do anything with him, the girl. And when she, the whole story about her snapping the photo and all that stuff. None of them believe that. They're not really going to tell her that, but none of them believe that. But they was asking her, do you really believe that? And she was like, yes, I believe that, because, I mean, at this point, what is there to lie for? It's too late to lie and all this stuff. Everybody is like, you got Wendy, like, first of all, who would want to cuddle with him besides you? Okay, look at him. I said, don't do that, because it is a lot of facially challenged because they be having people in their lives that they'll cheat on. Okay, and people be willing to mess around with them. Okay, so don't do that. And then with all that happening, Monique asking, do you really believe that this is what happened and that he's telling you the truth and that he didn't cheat and all this stuff and woo woo, so it's just a lot. And then that's when she reveals to them that, we had a unique marriage, we invited people in our marriage and we didn't step out and did this and did that. Girl, everybody's face must have dropped. I said, why y'all surprised? Why are y'all surprised? Anybody surprised by that? Tell me why. Explain that to me. So Ashley, the episode ends with Ashley basically saying, they got this open type marriage. They had this type of open marriage, and like they seen the girl at a David Guetta concert, and they had a threesome with her. Now she's on this monogamous front, and if he mess up again, she'll be gone. And she told them, it's very mature of them to, have her back, whatever, because she has dibbled and dabbled in other people's relationship and said a lot of things, and it's a mature thing that they not, saying, well, that's what you get and all that stuff. And she was like, y'all don't have to support me. It is what it is. So at this point, it switches because Ashley asks, what's going on between you and Monique? To Candace, y'all good? They get into it. At first, she was like, I'm meeting her where she's at. Monique was like, well, Wendy said, well, that's in the back. Here go Candace. I love her. I love Monique, but, I don't got time for somebody. She said something about the cancellation, okay, and that pissed Monique off. And then she's talking about she loved Monique, but she ain't got time for somebody that can't say bye to her when they leaving and acting like they sleep. Monique, I truly feel like you was fake sleeping, okay? Whatever excuse that you want to give and think that you really sleep, it just so happened that you fell asleep when it was time for her to leave. Girl, it's awfully convenient, okay? But at this point in time, they going back and forth, and I really wasn't trying to follow it. I was trying to follow it, but they was talking over each other. The subtitles was coming up, and it got into who's sleeping and this you fake and all this stuff, and they was just talking over each other, and it's just like everybody said, the issue can't just be, oversleep and mommy shaming because, Monique was like, you don't have kids, so you don't understand that I was tired that whole weekend, putting all of this together and all this stuff. I was like, okay, what they got to do with it? Your kids wasn't there, but all right. But, I just put it down in the comments if you could follow. Okay, if you could follow, I'm sorry. I rewinded it and I was like, they are talking over each other. And at this point, because I recorded, I don't even know what happened at the end. I don't even know what's coming on next week. All I know, next week they gonna fight. Okay, they gonna fight. And at this point, I don't even think I'm finna choose sides. But let me shut up. Let me shut up till next week. Cause sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you just need to hit a bitch and a bitch need to hit you back. Sometimes you need to curse a bitch out and you need to hit a bitch. Like, it needs to happen sometime. And I don't even think at this point, given how this stuff's set up, it's set up so stupidly. I don't even think I'm gonna be pissed off at either one of them. I don't even know. Like, shit happens. I'm gonna have to read both of them next week. That's what I feel like gonna happen. I'm gonna have to put this on the equal front. Y'all put it down in the comments if y'all understood who and what started this whole thing. Put it down in the comments who y'all got or whatever, cause y'all know y'all messy like that. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel and I'll see y'all later. Peace.